This year is going to be our first year trying out notebooking. I've got all of ours set up and almost ready to go, and I'm going to share with you how I've set them up and kind of what my thoughts and my plans are for them, so stick around. Real quick, before I get into showing you guys my notebooks, I wanted to remind you of the live Made to Homeschool Hangout that's happening today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This hangout you do not have to be a member for, okay? There is a link in the description of this video where you can give us your email, and then we will send you an exclusive link to join the hangout at 3 o'clock. That's the only way you're going to be able to join this one, and it's going to be really awesome. Myself, a lot of the contributors, the founders of Made to Homeschool, we're all going to be there. We're just going to be hanging out, chit-chatting, answering questions, things like that. So I wanted to remind you of that before we get too far into this video and I forget. So yes, this is our first time using actual notebooks for notebooking. I was trying to come up with a way to really keep track of all of the different things that we're using this year and how to make it all work together. And notebooking just seems like the easy solution, and just kind of like the simplest way to do that. We're going to try it this year and we'll see how it works. Now, I asked my daughter her thoughts on them. And she loved the idea of doing a notebook. So we have done notebooking-ish with our co-op, but that was obviously a very different experience than what we're going to be doing. But it did give her a little bit of an idea of what it was I was talking about when I was saying notebooking. And I kind of thought that she would just want one big notebook and she would just throw everything in there. However, that's not what she wanted. She wanted some separation because she couldn't really get her mind around the idea of everything going in one spot. She just kept asking, well, right, but where does science go and where does history go? And I tell her, you just put it all in one notebook. And she's like, right, but where in the notebook? So then we decided that it's probably best for us to have multiples for different things. I already had two of the spiral notebooks with like the little drawing section at the top. I've had these for a couple of years. I bought them off of Amazon. Everything that I can link for you guys, I will link down below. But I had these. I knew this wasn't going to be sufficient for everything that we needed. So I've got one of them is her writing notebook, and then the other one is her spelling notebook. This one she's already used, actually both of them she's already used for both of those things. So this already has some previous spelling work in it, and this already has some previous writing work in it. So we will continue to use these for those things, right? Spelling and writing. And all I did was put in these little tabs at where this year starts. And actually on this page here, I've included a little note to her, just, you know, some encouragement for the year and that kind of stuff. So that's what that tab is for. So she knows that's where she needs to go to start again. And then same thing with the spelling notebook. I just put a tab there and a little note from mom for the beginning of the school year. So those are those two. Now on to kind of our main notebooks. It's broken up into two. So we have a history notebook and we have a science notebook. These are going to be the main things that we're focusing on, along with obviously spelling and writing. So I'm going to start with history. These are just notebooks I grabbed from Walmart. I actually shared them in my supply haul in last week's video. Just blank paper, perforated, spiral bound, and I really liked that we could put this kind of fun little cover in there. The cover her and I just designed on Canva, printed it out. I did have to do a little bit of cutting to make it fit a little bit easier in here, but no big deal there. Now, for history, I do not have a 100% secured plan. If you saw my history curriculum video, you know that. The very first thing we're doing for history is the American Girls History unit study from Little School of Smiths on Samantha. So Samantha is the American girl we're doing first. I don't know what we're going to be doing after that. I don't know if we'll continue with those unit studies or if she'll want to transition to something else or whatever. So on my front page here, I did the same thing. I just put a little note to her. I actually cut out a picture of Samantha and pasted it on there just to make it kind of fun and get her excited to do that. When that time comes that we are transitioning to whatever will be next for history, I will put in a little tab so that she knows now we have used these pages, we're going to move on to this next section, whatever that is, whether it's another American Girl, whether we decide to do the Tuttle Twins history that I already have, whatever it is, that's how we're going to lay this one out. All right, next up is our science notebook. So the first section here is just going to be blank notebooking pages for our core curriculum. So she can draw whatever she wants, we'll print some things, whatever that looks like. But then you'll notice I have these two extra tabs. These are for the extras that I am pairing with the first half of the core curriculum. So we're going to be doing animals first from God's Design for Life. And so to pair with that, we're going to be doing the veterinarian unit from Campfire Curriculums. So I have a tab back here for that. I did leave this page blank because I figured she's probably going to want to draw something herself. So I'll let her kind of draw a little title page or whatever if she wants to. And then from the vet unit, they actually have these vet journal like printouts that are included in the back. And you'll see I actually bound them and had it all done, and then we kind of decided to go a different direction. And so we have to cut those out. No big deal. So I did the first one for her so she can kind of see how it works and how to set it up. This is the only way it will go on the page. But she can glue those in, and then I did leave enough where she can notebook just whatever she wants for a fun page for that lesson. And then on the back side, she'll have a spot to paste this. So she still can do fun things and include the vet journal as well with each lesson. Hopefully that makes sense. And then since I already had these printed, I just paper clipped them to the page so that they all stay together. Next tab is for Be the Vet. So this is her Be the Vet journal. I created this on my own on Canva as well. And this pairs with the Be the Vet book. Okay, so with this book, she goes through and reads a little story about an animal, whatever it is. Sometimes it's just different stories of ailments and things that happen with an animal. That animal then is taken to the vet. Once she's read the story, it prompts her in the book, and it gives her space to write in the book, but I don't want her writing in the book, which is why I ended up coming up with kind of my own printable, decided to name it Paws and Claws Vet Clinic. Just because I thought that was kind of cute. But I just made this quick little like printable sheet, so it's kind of like her own vet journal, but these are the same things, close to the same things as what she's prompted to in the book. So she's got the day of the visit, the patient's name, the type of animal, symptoms and injuries, and then her treatment plan, and then she can sign her name down here. Same thing with these. I just printed out a couple of them and paper clipped them to the next sheet, so she will have access to those. And then once she is finished with filling out what her suggestion is and all that, she actually gets to read from the vet what they would do as treatment for the animal in that situation. So this one is a really fun extra. So those are my thoughts and my plan for notebooking. Of course, I will keep you guys updated. Hopefully, I will see you guys soon in the live hangout from Made to Homeschool. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.